Hey guys, it's Jen. As you continue on your reframing journey, I'd like you to think about, meditate on, pray on, journal about, or maybe even reach out to me about this prompt. Can we give ourselves grace for the person we used to be who didn't know what we know now? I was prepping an online class that I last taught in the spring of 2020, which means I made the introduction video in January of 2020 when everything was still normal, the before times. I was simply going to copy it into this course rather than redo it. But when I watched it, it was weird. It was like watching a different person. It was someone I recognized, but am definitely not. To me, I look different, I sound different, I act different, I dress different. I come across as an entirely different person, which is super strange to see. Relatedly, it's fall. I mean, it's 80 degrees outside and my porch pumpkins are rotting at a ridiculous rate, but it's still fall, and so I can't help but shop for boots. Boots that I really don't have anywhere to wear because I work at home and I really only leave to drive the kids around, sit at sports fields, or go to Starbucks. But still, it's fall, so I totally need new boots. One thing led to another, and the next thing I know, I was trapped in my closet, surrounded by outdated heels, looking around, realizing that I am never going to wear like 90% of the clothes in my closet. And I don't even know who the person was who ever wore them. It's like I can't even relate to situations in which I would have had the need to wear them at this point. 2.5 years ago, I was an entirely different person than I am today. But looking at that video, I definitely like this version of me a lot more. Pre-COVID Jen seemed uncomfortable in her own skin, edgy, nervous, stiff. Post-COVID Jen looks happy, looks healthy on the inside and out, relaxed, confident. Post-COVID Jen looks like she's found her center, and I like that. When you look back at earlier versions of yourself, whether it's pre-COVID you or young mother you or post-college you or even teenage you, do you look back with kindness? Do you cringe at who you were? Are there things that you would have done differently knowing what you now know? But would you be who you are today if you had known them then? I don't believe in regrets. So I don't even subscribe to the concept of them because I believe that every decision and every action led us to who we are today and where we are today. And even if we are headed in a totally different direction from here, we are right where we are supposed to be. I think we are all healthier and stronger when we stop beating ourselves up for decisions or things in our lives that are past and shouldn't concern us at this point. Learn our lessons from our past, but begin today where we are, and we should all be proud of the people who came out of our pasts. So today, can we give ourselves grace for the person we used to be who didn't know what we know now? Email me at jen@reframing-me.com or find me on Instagram at reframingme or on Twitter at reframing_me. I'd love to hear what you're discovering about yourself. I hope you'll take this time for you, and then you can come back for episode 4, where we'll once again go back to family communication and raising our teenagers, and we'll talk about feeling a sense of ambiguous loss as our children grow up and our lives and our traditions begin to change.